Hello everyone, this is Georgios and this is a short video to explain what's happening with the university regulations. For the detail, please check in the Student Handbook and read the regulations and the frequently asked questions. The university put in place special regulations to manage the 2021 academic year. But as we all know, in early December, face-to-face teaching was stopped for all programs by the government and the term ended early for Christmas. After Christmas, the government put rules in place that during lockdown, face-to-face teaching could only happen for some programs, those in health-related areas, teacher training, and social health and community work. Every other program had to move to online-only teaching. Unfortunately, we don't know when this is going to end, and these students are permitted to come back onto campus for teaching and practical work. Because of the impact of this on those students, the university has created an amended set of special regulations for those students who had to move to entirely online study. These are known as the amended No Teaching on Campus Special Regulations. Now let's recap. If you're being taught on campus at this time, then the regulations that have been in place since the start of this year still apply to you, including all of the support within them. If you are not being taught on campus, then the amended special regulations apply to you. The university is asking all program leaders to put a note in the program space on Canvas, making clear which applies to you, so please make sure you check there. As with all the regulations, if your course is professionally qualifying, then the professional, statutory or regulatory body which gives accreditation to your award may require different regulations to be in place. And again, your program leader will let you know the situation. So what's new in the amended regulations? Well, remember, this only applies to those who are not being taught on campus at the moment. There are only two key differences which have been put in place to help those students who have been affected by not being able to be on campus. The first is about progression for integrated foundation year students and first year undergraduate students. Here, the same regulation in the special regulations is used, which means you can progress with 100 past credits. However, the change in the amended regulations is that you are not required to achieve 20% or more in the failed module. This applies to one 20-credit module, or if your program is structured in 30-credit modules, then to one 30-credit module. The second is about classification. The change to the special regulations is that, as well as the normal average used to work out your degree, a second average using fewer credits will also be worked out, to take into account the disruption that you've experienced. Your classification will then be based on the highest of these two averages if they are different. For honors and foundation degree students, that second average is the best 60 credits of your final year. That will be compared with your best 100 credit average and you'll get the best of the two. For postgraduate students, that second average is the best 120 credits of your program. That will be compared with the full 180 credit average and you'll get the best of the two. All the other protections in the special regulations still apply to you and to those students being taught on campus. The university's adoption of emergency regulations last year proved very successful in providing a safety net for our students, avoiding detriment while still upholding standards. And the changes this year are intended to ensure the same positive outcomes. To get a full picture, it's really important that you read the regulations and the facts in the Student Handbook. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask your program leader.